Alrighty, so here is January's plan, the plan that I put in place at the end of December, and then here is what actually ended up happening. So you can see my income right at the top there. I did not have to use any immediate savings for day-to-day needs, which was good. And just working down the categories, I have my housing here. I only paid this amount because there was a call-out fee. We had a stove issue, so I covered that. And also I pay car insurance for the household, so there was some leeway there that I will try to make up in the next month. Utilities cost is right here. It came on actually a little bit under than what I thought it would be, which is also good news. I had phone cost was the same, gym was the same, immediate savings, meaning money that I sent to savings, stayed the same. My tithe was the same. And that was one that was a little bit painful. Like I was about to go in and make the payment and I was like, ooh, maybe if I just did a little bit less, it would be easier. And sure, it might have been, but it was absolutely the right thing to do to bring in the whole amount. So I'm glad that I did that. My loan payment is right there, and that is actually not the total. Bear with me one moment. And I will fix it. C13. That's the total. So we're about $200 under where I thought it would be for fixed expenses, and you'll see where I make that up. So variable categories. Gas came in under budget, which is great. Groceries came in a little bit above budget because I adjusted mid-month to account for the exorbitant amount in personal care. I went to the salon and I knew that it was going to be expensive. I got my hair done and I knew that it was going to be expensive. I just didn't know how expensive, and it's the kind of thing where you always hope for the best, and sometimes it turns out exactly how you want it, sometimes maybe not exactly how you want it, but it's a work in progress. So I allowed for that, and I was able to do that to account for that just by sort of moving things around in the variable category. So moving down the line, transportation, we have car expenses. That was the easy pass payment because I have been making more trips on toll roads. Food out actually came in a good deal under budget, which was wonderful. And then the additional category, I had gifts for coworkers and then supplies I bought for the kids that I teach lessons for, which was absolutely well deserved. So that comes up to that amount, and which is about 200 over what I thought I would spend. But all considered, we came in a little bit under budget entirely. So moving down to additional ad hoc, meaning things that come up in month, car insurance payment came up, which I did know about and I have known about, and I am considering all you people who are huge proponents of sinking funds. This is going to be something that I'm going to try to do in the next 6 months, because the next payment's due in 6 months. That is insurance for 2 cars, 2 drivers. And we'll see how that goes. Again, my biggest beef with sinking funds is our budget is super tight, just to begin with, and it can be frustrating when housing and utilities are like 50% of your take home to have trying to put additional aside. It can just be a little bit frustrating when you can't make that amount. So we'll see how it goes. This actually I did take some out of savings for this. However, I had some additional income last month that I set aside for that. So that's how I was able to do the car insurance. The grand total is here, and it's about exactly what I thought it would be when I set out my plan. So additional income, I had this much come in from from lessons at a studio that I teach. It's essentially a volunteer job because that pretty much just covers gas, and I love it. I adore it, and these kids are so much fun to teach. And here underneath, actually I should fill in the amount I did for eBay because I apply it down here. So this is a category that I am most excited for and excited to see grow potentially in the future. This is the additional payments to debt. So as I mentioned in my video yesterday, what I spent, I did put an additional $150 toward debt and $50 towards savings. So that is super exciting, and I'm hoping to follow that down the year. So I've started a tracker in my budget notebook for how much extra income I have. So I'm showing this in the recording. This is a tracker, and I'm going to go month by month planning for increase. If I can just take that and start to slowly scale it up, that is my plan, and I'm looking forward to seeing income coming in from other sources. I'm working so hard, and thank you, everyone who's watching this, for supporting me. It's just super encouraging, and I so appreciate your time. So working on down, I'm moving over into the February budget plan. So I will try to move that over this way. Go. Perfect. Okay. So February plan. Here we go. And I should also let me freeze this column so you can see first column. There we go. Okay, and it should come over. Perfect. Okay, so February plan. So income stays the same from my day job, and housing costs actually will go up because I will owe an additional 100 from last month. Utilities will stay the same. Everything else fixed should stay the same. Gas, I'm adding a little bit more just because I will be making more trips down to for the eBay biz. Groceries I put in a little bit more as well because we were really close to the bone this month. Personal care, less. Transportation, car expenses, anything that may come up. If I need an oil change, I have that in there and hopefully to be used for sinking as well. Food out has been low. I have kind of set out this year because this is, please God, please, going to be my sort of watershed year in terms of debt payoff. I've put out that meetings with friends, for the most part, I would like to be at events that are free, or if we gather at people's houses, that's going to be my goal because I love getting together in people's houses and bringing something rather than everyone going out to a restaurant. So I'm going to try to stick with that. An additional, I have some personal money set aside. In view of how much I spent in personal care last month, we can probably cut that down a little bit. I also will have a dentist bill. I'm going to the dentist today, first time in a long time, just for a checkup. So I'm not sure how much that will be, but personal money may be spent at the dentist. We'll see. So subtotal is this amount, and then total amount is this amount, which is under my income, which is great. And I'm also going to start a sinking fund for insurance. Oh, we'll see how that works. All right, you guys, you sinking fund fans, hoping you can convert me to sinking funds. So let me put in actually the grand total. Just bring that over right here. That is not the grand total. Add this for the amount for sinking, which should go right there. There we go, 3039. It's not too bad. It is above my income, but it just is. We'll see any additional income that comes in, and my hope and plan is to have this amount, the additional payments to debt, grow. So that is the plan for February. Excited for this month. I know it's a short month, but I've got some pretty ambitious and wildly audacious goals, which I will be sharing in a video tomorrow. I'm really excited to do a goal update and recap February goals or January goal recap and February goal plan. So stick around if you're excited, if you'd like to see that. So thank you again for watching, and I hope you'll keep watching. Bye.